Greetings, friends! Many people in the United States have the custom of doing Taco Tuesday each Tuesday. And you'll have tacos with that, of course. And here on our homestead, we do tacos on Tuesday as well. And here recently, we harvested a bunch of green tomatoes from the garden. And today, for Taco Tuesday, we're going to be making something with these green tomatoes from Taco Tuesday. So, what are we going to make?
You're a weirdo. We're gonna make a salsa that has beans and corn in it with green tomatoes. We're also going to ferment some green tomatoes, and we're gonna make a salsa verde by roasting some in the oven.
Yummy. Sounds good to me. And I'm hungry too. Pretty hungry.
You're always hungry.
Yeah, I think so.
Our children are too.
Yeah. And we're doing another video with cooking. Actually, she does the cooking. I'm just kind of here. I don't know why. But many of you expressed really enjoying our last cooking video. So we decided, what in the world? We're going to do another one. So here it is.
In the kitchen with Mike and Lacie.
But you know what? For this video, for Taco Tuesday, I don't know if I'm the best one to be in this video with you. I think we should actually have my brother, who's here in this video, helping you out. I think he'll do a much better job. And I do want to warn you beforehand that please don't get offended by him, but he's going to do a good job helping Lacie out. I'll be right back. I won't be back. He'll be back.
So I would like to introduce you to Miguel.
¿Qué pasa? Saludos, amigos. We ready to make some, I don't know, tomate verde? Yummy.
Well, now you've met Miguel.
¿Qué pasa? Vámonos. ¿Sí? ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú?
He doesn't even know how to speak Spanish. Well, that surely was interesting, wasn't it? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And I don't necessarily have everything that the recipes that I've looked up that they call for, so I'm just going to improvise. I think that's one of the major things that I do around dinner time is improvise. So first thing is I'm washing all my green tomatoes, and then I am going to dice them up to go in our salsa.
So for people like mine, how do you cut them up?
Well, for a salsa, I like to cut my tomatoes up into a small dice. So after I've diced up my green tomatoes, I went ahead and added them to the same bowl. I have 2 cans of black beans and a can of corn, and I've drained all of those and added them to a bowl. So I just went ahead and added my green tomatoes to that.
Yummy! Tomate verde! So next, what are we gonna do?
Next, we're gonna cut up a red onion to put in with the mix. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the ends off and dice it up in a similar size that I have my green tomatoes. So now we have all of that mixed up, and I like to make a sauce to put on the salsa.
Is it gonna be hot?
It's gonna be a little spicy.
A little kick like Van Damme.
Yeah, a little kick like Van Damme. That's exactly right. We're gonna start out with some olive oil. Just a little bit. Okay, Miguel. So we already have our olive oil in our bowl. I like using some yellow mustard, some garlic, oregano, and onion powder. cumin, salt, some Frank's Red Hot is really good.
The kick.
The kick right here. The Van Dam juice. That's what we're going to call it right now.
Whoops.
Van Dam juice right here. A little bit of apple cider vinegar, and then probably just a little bit of sugar or honey to finish it off, to balance it out. Van Dam juice going in. Pour a little bit.
Yeah.
In with the Van Dam juice.
Yeah.
I'm glad Miguel is only visiting.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. We're gonna pour in a little apple cider vinegar. We're gonna add a little bit of organic cane sugar, maybe a teaspoon or less, just to balance out all the flavors. Now that we have all of our ingredients in our bowl for our sauce, we're just gonna go ahead and whisk it up. If it ends up looking a little thick, just add a little bit of water to it. It should taste kind of pretty tangy before you put it on your salsa. But once you put it on your salsa, it's going to kind of even out and mellow out, so it's not going to be as, you know, right in your face.
Gotta try?
We'll see if Miguel likes it. Now that we have it all mixed up, we're going to mix that in with our beans and corn, onion, and green tomatoes. There we go. So we just got done with our salsa. We put our sauce on there, and so
Muy bien.
So you like it, Miguel?
Muy bien.
Well, I'm glad. Gracias. Thank you.
Mucho gusto.
Oh, saying I'm a good cook. Oh, that's so sweet. So we're done with our salsa, and a little while ago I went ahead and put the green tomatoes in the oven with some yellow onions too. I just cut those up on top, and I'm letting all that roast in the oven just until the green tomatoes get soft. So while we're waiting on that, I want to go ahead and show you one other way that you can use green tomatoes. And we're going to ferment green tomatoes. I've been doing a lot of fermenting lately thanks to the ladies that bought me fermenting lids and weights. I've been putting them to good use. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that.
Muy bien.
So we're going to start out with a clean jar. You can use a quart jar, whatever. I'm going to use a half-gallon wide mouth jar because that's the size that the lids are. So for a wide mouth. So I'm going to start with putting some garlic in the bottom of my jar. And then I'm going to start adding my red onions that I cut up on the mandolin slicer. This is the first time doing green tomatoes. I've been doing carrots and green beans in my jars for my ferments, and the kids really love the carrots and green beans, and I think Mike just likes eating the garlic out of the bottom. So he'll have to tell Miguel about it, so maybe Miguel will have to try that because I have some that are about ready.
Muy bien. So one of the things that I've learned is that tomatoes do really well in a refrigerator that is at medium to higher on the temperature. You get too low and they go bad faster, and the green tomatoes will preserve even longer. Oh, I'm out of character. Back to Miguel. Yeah.
This is what I live with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've filled up my jar with my garlic my green tomatoes, and my onions. And now it's time to pour the brine in. Or if you want to add some spices, you could do dill, you could do peppercorns, pretty much anything you want to try. But I'm just going to leave it like this time. And I'm going to pour my brine on top. And what I'm finding with most ferments is your brine is going to be 2 to 3 tablespoons of salt per quart of water. So I've already have some mixed up, but I think for this jar I'm going to need a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. So I just mixed up some more brine because I am just a little bit short. So I went ahead and mixed it up, and I'm going to pour it in, and I want to make sure that all of my tomatoes and onions are going to stay under the brine because they're going to ferment in the water. Now if they're out of the water, out of your brine, then they can mold, and you don't want that, and they don't ferment properly. So I'm going to take my handy dandy little weight that was in the Easy Fermenter Starter Kit that one of you lovely ladies bought for me, and I'm putting it to good use. I'm going to put my weight in on top. And if you see, it's all under the brine, and that's where we want it to stay. And then I have my Easy fermenting lids, and these are great too. You can ferment. People have been fermenting for thousands of years. You can ferment without these, but these just make things so much easier because all you have to do is you set the day that you're on, that you made your ferment, and then put it on your ferment, and that's what you do. And you wait. And it has a gasket here, so it's going to let all the carbon dioxide that's given off by your vegetables, it's going to let it out, but it's not going to let any oxygen in, so mold is not going to grow on top of your ferments. And there you have it. We are fermenting green tomatoes, onions, and garlic, and I do believe it says to leave them at least 3 to 5 days, but you can take the lid off after that, after 3 or 5 days, and taste them. And if they're at the, how you want them to taste, you can just put a regular lid on it and put it in your refrigerator. Or if they're not quite where you want it, you put your lid back on. And these come with a little pump that you just suck the oxygen out, and then you let it continue to ferment. So Miguel, have you tasted the ferments yet?
No.
Would you like to try?
See.
Well, I have some carrots, some green beans, or some onions.
Todos.
Oh, you want to try everything. So I started these last week, and let me tell you, whenever you put them in the brine and set them up on your counter, they just look so pretty. And I'm looking forward. I hadn't tried onions yet. This is my first time fermenting onions. So I want to try these, but the carrots and the green beans have been such a hit for the kids. They love them, and they love eating the garlic out of them too. So we'll try that. Let me open this up here.
Muy bien.
Here we go. Here is a carrot for you.
Gracias. Excelente.
And all this was garlic, a bag of baby carrots, and the brine. And then you just let it sit. And it's producing all of these good, beneficial bacteria for your gut. And I need that to help heal myself. So we're working on having good gut flora and just eating nourishing foods that support our body.
Muy bien.
Okay, you ready for green beans?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, the kids can eat the whole jar. I have to tell them to slow down because they are really good. And they're so crunchy too. I like that. Okay. I like onions. Do you like onions?
See? Okay.
Wow. I actually put too much brine in this one, so it's way down here. So I'm gonna have to see if I can fish out my fermenting weight right here. So there that is. And then let's try an onion. They're not supposed to be as oniony as a fresh onion.
Muy bien.
The onions have garlic and dill in it, and they're interesting. I think they would be really good on tacos. These are really good, but you know what? I think Mike would really like these.
See? See? Adios! Alright! Hope Miguel didn't eat all my food, because I'm hungry.
He ate all of them.
Oh man.
Miguel and I ate it all.
Better not even eating all my green tomatoes either. I grew them. Selah helped me though. But we'll share a little bit with Miguel.
Sorry. All gone. Okay. Onion?
Sure. And I gotta try some of this. Good.
Well, you know, we still have one more thing to make, so I'm glad you're back. You can help me make the last thing.
Sounds good.
Okay.
If I can eat it, sounds good.
Well, let's go check our green tomatoes that are in the oven.
Ooh, there we go.
Okay, here we are, our green tomatoes and onions that we roasted in the oven. I don't have a specific time on how long I roasted them, but you just want to make sure they are really soft and they kind of turn brown. So now we're going to put them in the food processor, or if you have a blender that would work too, but I'm going to use my food processor. So you want to taste it?
Sure.
Here we go.
Very good. And as Miguel would say, muy bien. So what else in there?
Well, there's our roasted green tomatoes and onions. And then I also put some cumin powder, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt in there, and a little sugar. And then I added the juice of half a lemon, because there is a bitterness in there, and the lemon and a little bit of sugar helped balance that out. So I don't really have a recipe, as you know. So I'm just one of those that kind of put stuff together.
So you're just in here creating in the kitchen, but you can also add things like chili as well as whatever.
Chili powder. You could do. You could also roast jalapenos with your tomatoes and just blend that all up together. You could add so many different things.
And another good thing about having this is you can also grow a majority of these items on your homestead, in your garden. We didn't grow all of them this time, but you can grow a lot of these items right around your property.
Yep. So we have a salsa, a salsa verde, and fermenting green tomatoes.
So that's 3 ways that you can use green tomatoes. You can also make like a green tomato parmesan, as well as you can make some soups.
Fried green tomatoes.
And fried green tomatoes, which is what most people do with green tomatoes.
They're so good.
But we try to provide you with some other options for your green tomatoes. And you also got to meet Miguel. But you know what? Lacie also has a sister. Let's meet her. So let me introduce you to Lucita.
Hola, mis amigos.
¿Qué pasa, mi esposa? Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had some fun. Well, at least we had fun. Well, I did. Did you have fun?
It's always an adventure.
You never know what I'm going to be up to. Well, let us know in the comment section below. Do you have Taco Tuesday or a certain time of month where you have a special dish? Let us know.
And how do you like our hair?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah. Well, we're going to get to eating dinner because I am pretty hungry and I'm looking forward to enjoying some of these green tomatoes in the different dishes that Lacie has made as a part of our Taco Tuesday. Well, that's it for now. We'll see you next time. As always, be strong and roll on.
Bye. Adios, mis amigos.
Ni tus besos y tus chistes al azar. Quiero ser tu amor tuyo. Contigo yo me siento en control. Quiero ser tu amor.
I don't know about like that.
Besarnos a la puesta del sol. Conoces súper bien. Tú me viste, tú subiste al tren. Todo vale contigo, hasta nuestros amigos se enamoran de la forma que nos ven enamorar.